Central to our physical body, our survival, revered by poets throughout history as the emotional center of our being. The place we instinctively touch when asked to point to ourselves. And now, what we have known intuitively is being understood scientifically. Researchers are unlocking the new science of the heart that could change everything we know about health and our interconnected nature. The HeartMath Institute has been studying the connection between the heart and the brain for nearly 20 years. After conducting thousands of experiments, they've discovered what they describe as psychophysiological coherence, a heart signature that measures overall health and well-being. Coherence is a state of balance between heart, mind, and emotions, creating a favorable cascade of neural, hormonal, and biochemical events that benefit the entire body. But this phenomenon not only benefits us personally, it affects everything around us, emitting an electromagnetic field that can be measured up to 3 feet outside of the body. When you are in coherence, your heart resonates at the same frequency as the Earth's magnetic field. This frequency positively affects everything around you. When a group of people are in coherence together, this effect is magnified. Could communities synchronized in coherence lower violence, accelerate cooperation, and global harmony? This is the pursuit of the Global Coherence Initiative. For the first time, Unify, HeartMath, Resonance Science Foundation, IONS, Thrive are all coming together for this social experiment. If we can measure the impact of thousands of people in coherence at the same time, it could lead to a breakthrough in understanding the full potential of the human heart. On August 1st, join us for a guided global coherence meditation at 11:11 a.m. Pacific Time, via live streamed at facebook.com/unify. All you need to participate is your presence and your heart. To take it to the next level, join the research study by downloading the app and getting an HRV monitor to measure your personal coherence. The world needs it more than ever before. Each human heart is unique and magnificent by itself, but imagine what could be possible when we unify.
Hello, friends, and thank you so much for joining us for this very special Summer Solstice Global Coherence Pulse. I am Jennifer K. Hill. It is my honor and privilege to get to be here with you the third Saturday of every month as we join together to pulse the planet with love. And as our dear friend and fellow Global Coherence Pulse person always tells us, Roland McCready always says, what are we feeding the field? So I invite you to ask yourself that question on this solstice. What are we feeding the field? And we're going to do this in a very specific way today with incredible musical talent, Theo Grace, who is our in-house musician, who will kick off the show today, followed by Nate Zeleznick, who is a world-renowned coach, transformative breathwork practitioner, and will be leading us through some of his instrumental breathwork here in a moment. So without further ado, what better way to open our hearts today than to have Theo Grace join us? Theo's music is deeply informed by his spiritual journey, conveying a message of awakening, freedom, and empowerment. Theo draws from ancient wisdom and modern philosophy. His acoustic pop medicine songs carry a devotional undertone. serving as sonic time capsules for transformational aspirations. So, Theo, I'm going to hand it over to you. And for those of you who haven't already put in the chat, please drop in the chat where you're joining us from today. And Theo, we look forward to beginning with you today, my friend.
Awesome. Thanks, Jennifer. It's always so good to be here. And yeah, I'm Theo. I'm dropping in from Boulder, Colorado. And I love that today's theme is breathing and breath work. Breath work is a daily practice for me. So I feel really connected to this, and to the point that I even, I'm working on a song. It's like a guided breathwork journey, and I'm gonna do a sort of rendition of it today. It's kind of a song in progress. So you're gonna get a little sneak peek of this, and it's a bit upbeat at points. So feel free to move your body. Feel free to follow the lyrics and breathe in and out with the music, and sort of just we'll just get the breath going, nice and ready for Nate, because he's going to drop us into some real deep breath work, I bet. All right, and I got a backtrack, which is kind of different and new, so I'm excited for that. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Set an intention, hold it lightly. Breathe into your heart. Set an intention, hold it lightly. Breathe into your heart. Breathe into your heart. Breathe into your heart and let go. Into the knowing, keep on breathing, into the feeling. I am held by the one. I am held in this love. I am held by the one. I am held in this love. So I hope that got you nice and warmed up and ready, and I'm gonna play one more and then we'll pass it back to Jennifer, if that works for time.
Yeah, please go right ahead.
Great.
How many of you want one more song from Theo Grace? I'm voting. Yeah. Yes.
Great. Okay, well, this is called One Becoming One. Nothing is created, nothing is destroyed. Everything changes, the broken rejoins. Born from the sacred, whole and complete. Nothing will be wasted in this one heartbeat. Deep in the dark, I remember, I feel it open my heart, and I surrender. The truth is burning like a morning star, bursting into all that we are. Oh, we've come so far to find one becoming one. One becoming one. Breathe in the love, abundant like the sun. Into form spirit comes, giving life to everyone. And bang on the drums of freedom, and love will carry us. Yes, love will carry us. Oh, oh, deep in the dark, I remember, I feel it open my heart, and I surrender. The truth is burning like a morning star, bursting into all that we are. Oh, we've come so far to find one becoming one. One becoming one. Yeah, yeah. You can't see it, no, you can't hear it, oh, you can't touch it when you know, you know. You can't hold it, no, cannot control it, oh, but when you feel it, yeah, you know, you know. Something inside is coming alive, and when you know, you know, you know. Deep in the dark, I remember, I feel it open my heart, and I surrender. The truth is burning like a morning star, bursting into all that we are. Oh, we've come so far to find one becoming one, 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 becoming one. Thank you.
Wow, Theo, despite having gotten to hear you play countless times now, as you so graciously donate your time for us for the Pulse
Mm.
month in and month out. Every time your music brings me to tears. Let's all send Theo a
Oh,
little love and appreciation. I dropped in the chat for everybody where you can find Theo's website. And Theo, I think we have two more sets coming from you later in the show, right?
yes.
Beautiful. Anything you want to say on this special summer solstice before we jump over to Nate?
Ah, just bless you all in your journey. It's a crazy time right now, and it's a sacred thing to gather, even here online. Sometimes that's all we can do. And so it's just lovely to be here with you all and just know that, we're stronger together. And my music it strengthens me. And I haven't sang in a while. So I just want to thank everyone and thank Teresa and Jennifer and everyone for holding this space because it allows me to come and share my gifts. And I remember myself, and we're all remembering together. So thank you.
Thank you, Theo. And what you just shared, Theo, reminded me of something Roland McCready showed us this last week. He was giving a keynote at the Human Tech Conference, and there was a little breakout group. So Roland gave this powerful keynote, and then there was about 20 of us just kind of hanging out doing Q&A after. And Roland said, I have a really cool experiment I want to show you. Now, I've known Roland 4 or 5 years now. I'm like, okay, my curiosity's piqued, right? So Roland says to me, he chooses the biggest, strongest guy in this group, right? And he says, Jen, take that guy and walk him 20 or 40 feet away so he can't hear us. So this guy and I have no idea what's going on. So I walk him away and try to keep him entertained so we can't hear what Roland's saying. And then Roland says, okay, Jen, bring him back. So I bring this gentleman back, and oh, I should have mentioned before this, Roland had muscle tested the big guy. If you'd pushed down
Mm,
on somebody's arm, and this big, strong guy was like really strong, right? When Roland
mhm,
pushed him the first time. So we walk away, we come back, and Roland again has this big, strong guy put out his arm, and this time this gentleman can't hold his arm up. And this guy and I look perplexed, and we're like, what just happened? And Roland explained that they sent weak energy to him. So when we send weak energy to one another, when we're sending anger, resentment, bitterness, whatever weak energy might be to you, it actually impacts our physiology. And the reverse of that is also true, Theo. So, in moments later, Roland had the group send him really strong, beautiful, heart focused energy, and the guy was strong as a rock again. And what I just got, Theo, is your music and your voice allows us all to feel strong and in coherence. So, thank you for that beautiful gift you're bringing us that's scientifically verifiable.
mhm. Love it.
Thank you, Theo. All right, well, without further ado, let's go ahead and bring up Nate Zeleznick. So I think Nate should be back here in a moment. And while we're waiting for Nate to go ahead and join us, I'll share with you a little bit from Nate's bio. Nate is an award-winning wellness innovator and sought-after global keynote speaker. He blends ancient wisdom with cutting-edge science through his pioneering Integrated Ascension Method, which is also called I Am. He was honored as the 2024 U.S. Wellness Instructor of the Year and Visionaries Award winner at Dubai Health 2.0 conference. Nate is one of only two American master trainers of the 500-year-old Royal Indonesian Merpati Putih system. With over 37,000 hours of expertise and 2 decades of empowering millions worldwide, his transformative methods have been featured in acclaimed documentaries such as Gaia, Netflix, Amazon Prime. Nate's work has been validated by experts across medicine, neuroscience, and quantum physics. In addition, he offers a beacon of hope led by one of the most visionary leaders of the human potential and wellness movement today. Nate, I love you, my friend. I'm so grateful to get to call you a friend and to have you share your beautiful wisdom with us today on the show. Oh, I think we just need you to unmute. Oh, perfect. Oh, hold on. I'm getting a message. I see that there is a message here from Nate, probably on WhatsApp. Oh, he's not able to unmute. Could we, either Kaylin or Michael on the back end, and a big round of applause, by the way, for our amazing behind the scenes team, Kaylin, Michael Krause, everybody behind the scenes who makes this show possible. Is it possible, Kaylin or Michael, to unmute Nate? Do I try and test this?
Perfect. How is that?
It wouldn't be Summer
Wonderful. Glad to
Solstice.
be back. Yeah, there's a lot of construction in my neighborhood, and they must have cut the power cable because right when Theo started playing, about a minute in, boom, no electricity. I was like, well, that's interesting, the universe, and I'm back. So glad.
It's perfect. And it's so apropos, Nate, that you just brought that up because one of the things that I love about Heart Math and these conversations that we have every month we get together is the power of resilience, of being responsive rather than reactive. We can
Yes.
all live our lives where, oh my God, I don't know about you, Nate, and those of you joining us, where when power goes out or something goes sideways or Wi-Fi, etc., our initial response, if we're not in a state of coherence, can be to be reactive, angry, frustrated. Yet when we learn to use the breath work that Nate's going to teach us today and to use heart focused breathing by heart math, we can regulate our nervous system in real time. We can move from our amygdala, that fight or flight side of our brain, to our higher brain function, our capacity for compassion, patience, and coherence. So, Nate, it was absolutely perfect that this happened today. And let's start to talk about the superhuman breath work that we're going to be doing today. How did this
Mhm.
come to be one of your many areas of expertise, my friend?
Yeah, that's so what an interesting odyssey that I've been on. At the age of 23, I came across an interesting course out of Black Belt magazine that promised me inner power in 2 weeks guaranteed. So of course I ordered that. And while the course was totally ineffective, it did show Indonesian martial artists doing it was a documentary, and they were doing the most amazing things that I'd ever seen. They weren't breaking little boards, they were breaking stacks of stone and steel, just barely touching it. And then it showed people, including military, like special forces members, that could see without their eyes. They were shooting targets, they were fighting blindfolded, they were driving through traffic. And I thought that was amazing because I'd always wanted to be a ninja and a Jedi, both, like a ninja Jedi. And I don't know if anybody else here has ever wanted to be a ninja or a Jedi, but that was me growing up my whole life. And so when I saw this, I was really enthralled. And the next day, I was so blessed to have a synchrodestiny happen that changed my life forever. And I watched a blind woman almost get killed trying to cross the street with her dog in front of me. And right then I had an epiphany. It was not a polite request, it was a spiritual command. You have to find those Indonesian people to help her. And so there I am, 23 years old, and I just have had this absolute divine prophecy that this was my life path. And so I reached out and I finally was able to track down some of the people that were doing this. And I brought them to America to demonstrate this art for the very first time. And then once they saw what I was willing to do, since this is the royal family of Java's ancient art of breath work, meditation, martial arts, energy healing, and reproducible extrasensory perception that they've been doing for about 500 years, they had never trained a Westerner. They had never trained a non-Indonesian person. And so I didn't think I was going to ever be able to train. But the 11th generation heirs, when they saw what I was willing to sacrifice and do to help them with their humanitarian mission, they told the chairman of this organization, who was living in my house at the time for the time they were here, we want Nate to be the first. And there just so happened to be a certified instructor of this who used to train the special forces in Indonesia that lived an hour south of me. Three people in the US that could train me, one was an hour away. And once again, there are no accidents in the universe. Everything was divinely aligned. And I started training with him. A few weeks later, one of my younger brothers joined me, and together we pioneered this art for North and South America, which if you've ever done breath work, for everybody out there, please type BW in the chat. I'm sure we have some breath workers. It's become very popular over the past decade. If you've ever done breath work, type in a BW. Yeah, lots of BWs. So saying breath work is like saying exercise. You can go to the gym and you can use the elliptical, you can ride a bike, you can swim, you can be in the sauna, you can run, you can lift weights. There's all kinds of things. So breath work is not breath work is not breath work. This form of breath mastery is actually quite different than anything you've experienced. I can guarantee you that. And we're going to do some of that a little bit later today. And I'm so excited to do this. That's how it all came to be, Jen, is I just work here. I'm going to be the first person. When it's time to punch out, it's time to punch out. But for the time that I'm here, just like Helen Keller said, I may not be able to do everything, but still I can do something. I will not refuse to do that which I can do. And so that's how I live my life is every day in every way. I do my best to serve because I don't feel there's a higher calling than service to others.
I think it's a beautiful reminder, Nate, that we all have a mission. We all have, it could be to raise incredible children, to build a company, to teach people who are blind how to see. No mission is more or less important than another's mission. It's the state from which we do it, that place of heart. And
Yes.
that's why I love this community of the Global Coherence Pulse. And thank you to Teresa and our incredible behind the scenes team who has been doing this for 5 years. We just passed our 5 year anniversary when we began doing these productions during COVID. And I think it's a reminder every day. Michael Beckwith once said this in an agape session I was at. He said, every day, every one of us should be asking our higher self, our source, whatever we call that, our God, what is my assignment today? What is mine to do? What is my purpose? And give me the strength and certainty to do that. And Nate, I know you've had your share of hardships, not just recently, but also in prior years. What are your tools for resilience? How are you personally cultivating this day to day where you're able to get up and shine your light so brightly?
I asked a good friend of mine, his name is Kashif Khan. He's the founder of the DNA company, one of the most famous DNA and genomics labs in the world. And I asked him when I interviewed him for my show, I said, Cash, what is the most important thing that humans can do on a daily basis to regulate their nervous system and to live a long life? And he said, meditate. The most
Mm.
important thing that humans can do is meditate. So for me, being a long time meditator, when I had out of body experiences spontaneously start to happen when I was 12, and they kept happening. And it sent me down a path of spirituality and really curiosity. And that for me is probably the biggest thing is meditation to quiet my mind, to really achieve the heart-brain coherence. I also use a lot of technology in my integrated ascension method, like binaural beats, which we'll do a little bit later, some very special ones. And then curiosity. What is this day? Why am I here today? Not what can I do or what's coming to me, but what wants to be expressed through me today. And a good friend of mine, very prominent business person, but also a devout spiritualist. He once told me, having the right answer is smart, but having the right question is genius. And so I look every single day to ask the right questions of how I can serve not only the people around me, but how I can also serve my soul as a being that decided to incarnate in this wonderful avatar in order to have experience and learn and choose what I prefer. And can I manifest that by directing my energy into the field, but the right questions are always the key.
It's a brilliant reminder, Nate. So often we forget to ask, why is this happening for me? Say we go through a hardship, or there's war, or there's loss, or death. It's all somehow, some way, like being in soul school. We're all down here in soul school, getting a PhD in unconditional love, in connection. I was just having this conversation with somebody in the last 24 hours of all pain comes from suffering. It's what Buddhism tells us, right? And in my experience, all suffering comes from an experience of separation. When we see one another as different, when we judge somebody walking down the street, or when we judge ourselves, we're creating this sense of separation where naturally, intrinsically, we're all entangled and entwined with one another. We are all sparks of the same bright light looking to shine together to unite again. How do we remind ourselves of that, Nate? Because life happens. Life is going to keep happening. We're going to get news
Yeah.
feeds. People are going to get hurt. We're going to get hurt. We might be betrayed, God forbid. How do we remain resilient, coherent, and compassionate, most importantly to ourselves, so that we can extend, as HeartMath would call it, compassionate latitude to others? How do we do that when we're most triggered and challenged? Because it's easy to sit around on a Saturday, wherever and whenever we're in the world watching this, right? And we're in the space and we have the spaciousness to devote an hour, hour and a half of our time to this. But what about those moments where you're curled up in a ball? And I have so many of these calls. I was actually brought to tears just watching the opening reels this morning because it is about coherence, and yet there is pain in the world. So how do we reconcile the juxtaposition of those two things, Nate?
What a question, Jen. Okay. Now, I have taken an approach that I don't suggest anybody else take, but if you're familiar with the Moses Code, which is an amazing documentary, you can see it on YouTube. The documentarian and author James Twyman has created this. And what it talked about was the Moses Code, where when Moses was talking to the burning bush and he asked, "Who are you?" And the burning bush said, "I am that I am." I think we're all familiar with that. Well, archaeologists apparently have found that there was a part of that manuscript that was missing, a symbol, a comma. I am that, comma, I am.
Mhm.
So when we think of these things, that I am part of the all. Therefore, I am that thing as well. God was saying, not I am that I am, because that doesn't make a lot of sense. It almost sounds pretentious, kind of like, don't ask me anymore because I am that I am, and that's all you need to know. But I am that I am, meaning that God is not within us, everything is within God. There's a
Mm.
big difference. So, what I did is I tattooed it on my arm right here. I am that I am. So every time I look at my own hands, if I, like I said, I don't recommend it for everybody out there, but for me, this is so important because anytime that I get back into the familiar habit pattern of othering, meaning thinking I am other than anything else around me, all I have to do is look down and I'm reminded that I am that. I am. And then I take a nice deep breath. And I feel I am so happy and grateful now that I got this breath right this moment. I don't know if I get another one. And that's become very present for me recently, as you know, Jen, and we'll maybe talk about that a little bit. But for me, just to remember that everything starts and ends in this lifetime with our breath. It is the most important energetic engine that we have from day one to day last. And yet it's the thing that so many people forget that they have at their literal, not well, their fingertips, but at their disposal, at their use, in order to come back into instant presence. And it's something where it's a miracle, Jen. Every breath we take in more oxygen molecules than there are grains of sand in the world. Every breath. And our body just intrinsically knows what to do with this. So for me, being in this state of gratitude, which then can shift to appreciation, because gratitude is something that we are happy about something that has happened, but appreciation, we can appreciate even if nothing has happened. And finally, moving up what I consider up the chain to reverence,
Mm.
which is that every single thing, your broken toe is divine. And that it really is. And the swear words that you say when that happens, they're divine too. And so for me, that's the key for me is using my breath, using my mind, using my gratitude, appreciation, and reverence to stay in a state of divine appreciation for what is. And that is something that is very difficult when put to the test. And recently I've been put to pretty much the ultimate test on this. And what I'm finding is that through 26 years and 38,000 hours of professional teaching, practice, lecturing around the world, that when it came down to it and it comes down to it, it actually works. It's not just fluff. It's actually being put into practice on the deepest level. And so that's what I would say is be with your breath, meditate daily, be grateful, appreciative, and reverent for everything that exists because you chose Soul School and everything in it.
I love that. Yeah, that's it. Is just asking ourselves, why is this curriculum in my life? Why is this person, this set of circumstances, the same boss I hate showing up, or the same person I feel dissonance with showing up?
Right.
Nate, before we move to the breath work, if you're comfortable with sharing it, I know you've been sharing with me and with so many in our community your
Yeah.
beautiful journey of resilience. And as you said, doing exactly what you teach others. That's something I think I respect and deeply appreciate and admire about you is that of so many of us in this room together and those of us watching, we don't just say something. You can count on us to do it. And I know you were put to the test very recently around this, Nate, and we're so grateful you're able to be here with us today. Do you want to talk a little bit about that before we move into the breath work?
Absolutely. In fact, what I'll do, I think that I'm not sure as far as I was able to unmute, but I don't know if I'm able to again share. Yes, I am. Okay, fantastic. So I'm going to share this with everybody out there in the world, all of my soul family, my tribe here. Let me go ahead and show you this. And it looks like I'm on presenter view, but that's okay. So on March 3rd, I lost all skin sensation over about 3 month period. I was not able to feel my skin at all. That's concerning. That's concerning. Now I have a pretty high pain tolerance, but this was not normal. So I went to the emergency room and they did an MRI and the surgeon came back and said, "Uh-oh, that's not something you really want a surgeon to say to you." And so he showed me this MRI scan that you can see right there. And he said, "You see this thing? That's not supposed to be there." And so I was diagnosed at that point with a glioma brain tumor. Now, most people would immediately resort to fear. But for me, I went, okay, oh, well, that's what it is. So what do we do about this? And most importantly, Jen, why did I create this? Why did I bring this into my reality? How is this for me? How is this for me rather than why did this happen to me? Because nothing happened to me. My higher self created this for a lesson, and the lesson is becoming more and more prominent now. So that's where I'm at right now, is I am now diving very deeply into the most powerful energy and frequency medicine, much of which is not publicly known, but I have access to. Anybody listening on this call, if you know anybody with cancer or Alzheimer's, these people have an unprecedented rate of reversal. So you can reach out to me and I'll give you the opportunity to do that a little bit later. But supplementation, biohacking, diet, I've released 49 pounds since March 3rd by very strict keto diet. And like I said, breath work is the main way that we lose weight. So I've really quadrupled down on the breath work. So all of these things put together is leading me, as you can tell, I've been a person for many years that has been on the path of helping others rise. Now, where in the US we have a 1 in 2 for men and 1 in 3 rate for women, according to the American Cancer Society, people that will receive a cancer diagnosis. That's about 200 million people because of the toxicity of our air, food, water, the 5G, all the things. Now I don't just help people get healthier because they want to be healthier. I'm on this mission to help people save their own lives and on the mass scale. So that's where I'm at, is now I have a new passion, a new love, which is literally a love for life, not just better performance and longevity, but another breath, another day for as many people as I can while I'm here.
Let's all just allow a breath together and just breathe that in, that we're all in this and we're all whole, healthy, and complete in this moment. And that our bodies are talking to us, that they're gently nudging us and sometimes tapping and saying, please just listen. Listen, I'm trying to tell you something. Be kind. I'm at a mastermind in San Diego right now, and there are many successful people at this mastermind. And one of the people they were talking about, no matter how much money you have in the bank, whether you have billions of dollars, $10, hundreds of millions, it doesn't matter. The number one thing is our health. We have to focus on our health, and it doesn't matter who you are or what your status or background is. That's our capacity, is how do we heal from the inside out? So Nate, on that note, I'd love to turn it over to you to take us through some of your special breath work so we can all enjoy and drop into this incredible technique that you just mentioned to us. I'm going to hand it
Love
over
it.
to you again.
Love it. Thank you so much, Jen. And I believe we have about 20 minutes, right? Perfect. How is my sound? Is it good? Okay, wonderful. So everyone, we have a couple things that we're going to do. I've been doing this for a very long time, and I've seen literally long COVID reversed in 5 minutes with some of the work that I do. It's unique. So we're going to need a little bit of space around us. And then I'd like to have everybody have a couple things present. The first one, water. Water is good for you unless you're drowning. So since we are going to be doing some breath work, we don't want to get too parched. The second thing is if you have headphones available, please grab headphones. We're going to be listening to some of the binaural beat music from Dr. Jeffrey Thompson, who is the founder of the Neuroacoustic Research Institute and the founder of Scientific Sounds. He's one of the pioneers of binaural beats, and his work is very patented and very unique. It's not like what you find on YouTube. We're going to go into a very deep brain state of heart-brain coherence and also our belief structures in the default mode network. So if you have those, that will help a lot. Okay. And beyond that, an empty cup. Like Bruce Lee talked about, if you have an empty cup, you can fill it. If it's already full because you've done breath work and you know all about it, you're not going to have room to add anything else. So with those three things, water, headphones, empty cup, here's what we're going to do. First thing is let's create some space in our lungs, in our body. There have been two large-scale studies, one by the University of Buffalo and one by the Framingham Institute, with tens of thousands of people over the course of decades, that have shown that the number one factor in longevity is lung capacity. And yet, about age 30, our lung capacity starts going down significantly. So it doesn't have to, though. We can maintain our flexibility, we can maintain all kinds of health markers as we age, but most people never focus on their lungs, and it's the most important thing you can do. So we're going to do a special breath holding technique with stretches for the intercostals throughout the sternum, throughout the rib cage. How we're going to do this is we're going to exhale a certain way. It's like a hiss. When we do this, it's going to be loud, and we're going to squeeze the abdomen. We want to get all of the air out, because lung capacity is not based upon how much you can inhale. It's actually based upon how much you can fully exhale. Some of you may have never taken a full in breath and a full out breath. We're going to do that a few times. How we do this is like so. I'm going to have you have your arms down to the sides, and we're going to stretch to the front first, okay? So if I turn a little bit sideways, to the front with our chest. So we're going to exhale like this. Hold it. We're going to inhale through our mouth because we want to get as much air into our lungs as possible. And we're going to hold our breath, lock off the glottis, and we're going to stretch forward like this. And we're going to feel all these muscles around our chest and underneath the chest muscles extending outward, providing us with more space. Then we're going to exhale, hold it out, breathe in, and stretch forward with the chest. And then we're going to exhale. Okay, that's the first one. And then we're going to move on to a couple other stretches just to really open this up. The idea is to make it so that we go from a jar that's like 2 cups to a full quart. We have more than enough ability to expand our lungs. It's the container that limits us. We're going to expand that. So close your eyes. I want you just to just go inside. Notice as you breathe in through the nose, how your lungs feel, how your chest feels, how your rib cage feels. Just notice. Take a baseline. Now we're going to take a nice deep breath in, or we're going to exhale strong for 6. Exhale. 1, 2, keep going. 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way out. Now breathe in through the mouth. Fully lock it off and stretch your chest forward. Pull your shoulder blades together. Move your arms back and hold it for 10, 9, push the diaphragm up. 6, 5, stretching. 3, 2, 1. Exhale strong. All the way out, all the way out. Hold it. Now strong in through the mouth. Stretch forward. Good. Chest goes forward. Shoulder blades go back. Relax your face. Relax your neck. Eyes closed. We have 5, 4. Push the diaphragm up. 2, 1. Exhale strong. All the way out. And then slowly breathe in through the nose and fill your lungs. Good. Now we're going to make the gun like Charlie's Angels. We're going to be up, and we're going to start here, and we're going to exhale, same breath. Inhale, lock it up and over and stretch. Now I want you to stretch your ribs over here on the side while you're holding your breath, okay? And we're going to do this twice. Let's come back to the center. Close your eyes. Take a nice breath in. Exhale strong. 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way out. Squeeze it all the way out. Now strong, breathe in. Walk it off, stretch up and over to the side. We're going to go to the same side twice. Keep your breath held, diaphragm going up, eyes closed. We have 6, 5, 4. Keep stretching. 2, 1. Back to the center of your chest with the hands. Exhale. All the way out. Hold it. Squeeze it. Inhale strong through the mouth. Up and stretch over. Good. And really try to get your armpit going up. Push the diaphragm up. Close those eyes. Really stretch your ribs. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale back to the center with the hands. Squeeze it all the way out and hold it out. Hold it out. Hold it out. Everything out. Squeeze those muscles. And slowly breathe in through the nose. Fill your lungs completely and then all the way out through the mouth. Again, breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're going to do it again, but other side. Here we go. This time, stretch to the other side. We start from the center of the chest. Breathe in through the nose fully. Exhale, powerful. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Squeeze all of your air out. Everything. Empty. Strong. Inhale through the mouth. Lock it off. Stretch up and over to the side. Good. Now armpit goes up. Push the diaphragm up. Eyes closed. Really focus on stretching the intercostals, which are the muscles in between the ribs. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the center. Exhale. Squeeze it out. Hold it. Everything out. Gone. Now strong. Inhale through the mouth. Lock it off. Stretch up and over. And reach with those arms. Really let your diaphragm go up and push up to put more pressure, outward pressure through the lungs. We have 5, 4, eyes closed. 2, 1. Back to the center. Exhale. All the way out and hold it. Hold it out. Squeeze everything out. Slowly breathe in through the nose. And out. In through the nose. And out. Very good. We have one more direction to go. We've gone forward, we've gone left, we've gone right. Now we need to go to the back. So we're once again going to make our gun pose. And I'll turn sideways so you can see. We're going to, from right here, exhale, inhale, lock it off and stretch forward and let our back go backwards. We don't want to bend over at the waist. We want our back to go backwards this way, like your heart center is going out the back, if you will. That's going to stretch all the muscles around your spine, through your rib cage, through the lats, all the big back muscles. This one is the one that's going to help open up a lot of room. So very important for this one, though. Keep your eyes closed, okay? You're going to have more pressure in your head for this one by dipping your head. You have to make sure your eyes are safe. Here we go. Close your eyes, hands together. Feel your body. Take a nice breath in through the nose. And exhale strong for 6, 2, 3, squeezing, 5, 6, all the way out. Squeeze everything out. Nothing left. Fully empty. Breathe in through the mouth. Full. Lock it off and stretch forward. Really stretch your back outward while your arms go forward. Eyes closed. Try to push the diaphragm up. Really feel that stretch through your back. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale. All the way out. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Inhale. All the way. Lock it off and stretch forward. Good. All the way up. Push the diaphragm up. Stretch your back muscles out. And now we're going to exhale. Strong. And slowly breathe in. And slowly out. All the way in. and all the way out. And just notice how your breath feels now as you breathe in and you have a slightly larger container. Now, I teach this in much more depth to help you really expand this more quickly. But for right now, just a couple times, hopefully you're starting to feel this expansion. There's a full way to warm up all the intercostals, to stretch these out, and to really increase your lung capacity. Now, just as an interesting thing before we get to the next part of the breath work, everybody out there, type in the chat what you believe, what you think the world record for breath holding is by a human, not like a crocodile or a dolphin. That doesn't count. They're meant to do that. What do you think the world record is for breath holding especially underwater? 22 minutes. Yeah. Kathleen, I know it's crazy, right? 19 minutes, 6 minutes. The world record was set by a Croatian freediver, and the world record is 24 minutes, 37 seconds. Incredible. But he only started with exercises like we just did 3 years prior. I think he made every freediver in the world mad because he went that far that fast. But when we do this every morning, you can do it while you're in bed. Stretch while you're laying down and just notice how much more energy you have throughout your day because you're making more oxygen available because you're increasing the size of your container. You can truly, fully breathe. And so now we're going to go into a meditation portion. This is absolutely divine. If you have your headphones, now is the time to get them. If you don't, that's okay too. You will still be able to tap into this frequency. We're going to start off with 3 minutes of what is known as the perfect breath in neuroscience, where it's been discovered that the human nervous system, we really do have a perfect breath pattern to get us from sympathetic nervous system dominance, fight or flight, into homeostasis. And we're going to breathe in through the nose fully from the bottom up. So as we inhale, we're going to let the stomach extend and it's going to fill our lungs all the way up into the clavicular region up here. So we're fully in. And then we're going to exhale out the mouth like we're whistling all the way out. We're going to do this for 5.5 seconds in, 5.5 seconds out. And I have a timer for you. It's a cello. So one tone will be 5.5 seconds. The other one will be 5.5 seconds. And you can choose either one you want. But I want you to breathe fully in and fully out. And just, it's like a pendulum. Inhale, exhale, no hold at the top or bottom. Just a full, deep breath. Okay. So when we do this, we're going to do this for a couple minutes. And then I'm going to turn on the scientific sounds from Dr. Thompson. When we do this, I encourage you to keep this deep breath rhythm going and just noticing, taking inventory of your body, of your mind, of your thoughts, of the heartbeat. You can feel the blood going through your body as you drop into deep somatic awareness, which is a big part of heart-brain coherence, is being aware of your heart, being aware of your body, right? So as we do this, I invite you to close your eyes. Now, as you listen to this cello tone, I'm going to turn it on so that you can hear this. Go ahead and breathe all the way out. Now, breathe in and out. Breathe in and breathe out. It looks like my player stalled, but let's keep going. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out all the way out. Breathe in. Breathe out. In. Relax with every exhale and out. Now breathe into your heart. Feel it expand as you inhale and the air rises up in your chest. And feel it compress as you exhale, like you're whistling. In through the nose, heart expands. Exhale, heart compresses, storing this beautiful energy inside. In through the nose, heart expands. Out through the mouth. In. Out. And follow the cello. So now we're going to move in to the scientific sounds as you continue to breathe slowly in through the nose and out through the mouth. For 6 minutes, we're going to listen to a very special binaural beat track that you will not find anywhere else. This directly accesses our default mode network. This is the place in our brain that we store a lot of our beliefs, if not all of them. So when we listen to this, we'll drop into a very deep brainwave state far below low delta, far below. As we do this, we have the opportunity to continue to breathe slowly in through the nose and out through the mouth and access any of our belief systems that we would like to change, prove, alter, or make more preferable. I'm not going to lead you through how to change your beliefs, but I will give you some guidance along the way. So as you slowly breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, we will drop into the default mode network. Search your body for any tension and just let it go with your breath. Now, as you inhale, feel the front of your brain activating. And as you exhale, stay aware of that front part of your brain. As you breathe in, feel the back of your brain activating. And as you exhale, keep your awareness for the front and back. Breathe into the left side of your brain. And as you exhale, be aware of the left, the back, and the front. Breathe into the right side of your brain. heart at the same time, feeling them both expanding. And as you exhale, go deeper into your awareness of all. Now continue with this breath in expanding your brain and your heart energy. Exhaling, going deeper into your awareness of your body. Yourself back to your breath if you find your mind wandering into thought. Breathe into your brain and your heart at the same time. Exhale, go deeper within. Now, if you have something in your belief structures that you would like to reframe to something you prefer, bring that into your awareness now. And breathe your heart energy into it. Imagining, visualizing, feeling it morphing into your ideal version, absolute perfection. Feel this energy from your heart flooding into this belief, turning it into the best case scenario. Feeling the love for your life and your ability to create your reality, to reframe anything you would like, in any way you would like. Breathe. Very good. Now, to bring ourselves back, I will have you take your hands and place them over your eyes, either your fingers or your palms. And as you do this, become aware of the energy extending from your hands into your eyes, helping you see clearly the path that you are creating, back into your brain, strengthening your mind, down into your heart, increasing your heart connection to yourself, to others, to all of existence. This energy is traveling from your heart to your hands, to your eyes, to your brain, to your heart, to your hands, eyes, brain, heart, like a torus going back into your body, illuminating everything that you want to be able to see, perceive, and love. I'm going to count backwards from 10 to 1. And when I get to 1, I'll have you remove your hands and open your eyes. But as you open your eyes, I encourage you to open them for the first time again. The way when you were a baby, everything was divine, everything was new, and you had a sense of curiosity and wonder about all the things that are around you. When you see this way in a state of awareness rather than judgment, you can expect new revelations to come because you have room in your cup. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and let your eyes open and let the world come to you rather than you going out to label. Just look around your room as if you're seeing things for the first time, keeping your breath. No thought, only awareness. And realize that you have this ability at any moment of your life to ask the question, what is real? So please type in the chat, how are you feeling right now compared to when we started? Love to hear from you. And how are you feeling, Jennifer?
I was just about to put in the chat, Nate. I feel very aware and present and filled with awe and wonder. So thank you. That was
Welcome.
such a beautiful, simple way that you can reframe the breathing in addition to the heart focused breathing that we often do. I see people putting in the chat fresh, blissful, whole, safe, spacious, present, rejuvenated, reborn, and light. Oh, I love that. Teresa, expansive. Thank you so much, Nate. You have such a beautiful gift. It's incredible to bear witness to the fact that you're able to be a channel for this light and this breath work to move through each and every one of us.
Yeah.
And I think it's a perfect time now, before we go to announcements, to transition to the incredible one and only Theo Grace.
Yes.
Let's send Theo a little love as we continue, as we listen to Theo. I invite us all to drop into our hearts, continue to breathe in and out slowly and deeply through our hearts as we hand it over to the one, the only Theo Grace.
Yes. Yeah, we're just going to drop straight in here and just keep breathing. This is a song of empowerment and a vision that I believe there is a reality where we can all win. I just want to call that in. We might not know what it feels like in this duality, in this win-lose paradigm, but there is a dimension, a world, a planet where we can all win. So this song is to call that in. I hallucinate, alchemize the pain, break the door to a world that I create over and over and over. Over and over and over. Shake the fate I am, breaking ages, awaken cages and face the greatness. Arise, arise. When we all win, we all win. 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 Ooh, ooh, yeah. Make a fire, keep it burning. Indralaya web spinning. Never die, you know we winning. Every try, you know we did it. Temple burning like a billion stars. Remember who we are. Breathing into form. All we cannot ignore anymore. When we all win, we all win. When we all win, we all win. When we all win, we all win. When we all win, we all we all win, and we all win when we all win. We all win when we all win. We all win when we all win. We all win. Oh, I'm calling it in. We all win. We all win. We all win when we all win. I'm calling it in. Calling it in. Sing it with me. When we all win, we all win when we all win. We all win when we all win. We all win when we all win. We all win. Yes, 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 yes. One more? Or shall we transition?
Let's do one
Let's
more.
do it at
One
the
more.
end.
All right, this song, not all these songs are out on Spotify right now, but this one is. It's called Sky Full of Stars, and I wrote it a very long time ago, and I finally finished it and released it, and feels really good. So, okay, here we go. Turn it up a little. What if black and white was really a rainbow of color and light deep in the meadow of eternal life? Look a little closer to find. What if all this time, all these lies were just refracted light off blinking eyes in the magic of life? You and I in a dream. And you'll see it behind an open door, and you'll believe in all that you are and so much more. Finally, we'll look past the surface, and underneath a sky full of stars shining into hearts. Could you believe a sky full of colors radiating from opening hearts? What if this could be the best thing ever since history? Well, back in the day we used to play so free. Now we got a brand new game. And we'll see it behind the open door, and we'll believe in all that we are and so much more. Finally, we'll look past the surface, and underneath a sky full of stars shining into hearts. Could you believe a sky full sky full of stars shining into hearts. Could you believe a sky full of stars shining into hearts? Could you believe a sky full of colors radiating from opening hearts? Opening hearts.
Oh, T, do you have anything you want to add? That was just magic.
The whole day has been magic. My internet's a little choppy, so if you're not hearing me very well, let me know. But thank you, Nate. That was so beautiful. And Theo, of course, gosh, today was so much fun and feeling you kind of spreading back out again. And Jen, your presence is always so beautiful. And somebody put in the chat, maybe we could send some energy to Nate. We all want to support you, Nate. And let's send some energy to Nate, and then let's pulse the planet with some love, all that we've generated today. And we're going to start with you, Nate. We see you whole and healed and healthy, and that tumor gone.
Beautiful, actually. I thought that was perfectly timed.
And we send this love all around the planet wherever it's needed. And if you need some love right now, take it in, fill yourself up. So good.
Juicy.
This is real magic we're doing in the world just by opening our hearts and opening our breath and shining our light into the world. It makes a huge impact. Thank you, everyone, for coming again to the Pulse to do this good work together.
And Theo, did you want to add something, my friend?
I don't have any words right now. I'm just really grateful. I love the practice. I love today. I feel myself every time I share my music in a way that I don't. So thank you again for calling me forward. I feel a lot lighter, and I just want to send that to you all, and may bless you all, and just full health for everyone, just blessing everyone's health. And our bodies have such a magical ability to heal themselves, and so much is possible when we just believe and feel ourselves healthy and give our body what it needs to heal. So maybe you all have what you need to heal and be well and enjoy life. Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful. So let's go to some announcements. Nate gets a chance to share how we can stay in touch with him and benefit from his work, and then we'll hear from you and we'll just take a little time for some announcements.
Thank you
Let's
so
start with
much,
Nate.
Teresa. Sorry. Yeah, beautiful. And I want to first of all honor each of you. Thank you so much for your love, for your healing. I definitely received that. It was a bit emotional. I appreciate you all and love you. Thank you. For me, the easiest way to find out more about what I'm doing is I have an app that is unique in the world. You will never find an app like this. And you can actually scan this barcode, this QR code right here, or go to natez360.com. That way you can actually stay in touch with me. And if you look there, you could just download the app right there in this, and it has a free gift in there for you so that you can continue to do the perfect breath, but also a very powerful energy shielding and expansion and mental protection exercise from the royal family of Java. And this is my gift to all of you. And I just want to say one more time how blessed I am to be here. And uh, I did put it in the chat, the natez360.com. And you can also trying to get it to go. Okay, there we go. It's in the chat now. You could just click right there, save me in your contacts in your phone, or if you open it on your desktop, you can go and look at all these different links. I've been doing this for quite a while, so there's a lot for you. Whether you're an elite athlete, you're a business leader, you're a soccer mom, or you're someone who wants to be healthy, or if you have been diagnosed with the C word or Alzheimer's, please reach out to me. And every other Thursday, I hold a very special masterclass called Heal Thyself that takes you on my journey through this tumor and all of the things that I've been doing, the things I've been learning, the things I've been combining that are not, a lot of them are not publicly known, but they are extremely powerful. So I'm going to put that in the chat. Anybody that would like to come and join me, please do. These are free. They're every other Thursday, starting on July 10th, and it will be a 6-part series. So over the course of 12 weeks, if you or anybody else that you know has a health concern, this is a class for you, and it's my honor to teach it. So thank you again for having me. All the love and power to you, my friends.
We love you, Nate.
Love you too.
We love you so much. Let's go to Theo next, and we'll come back and have some closing comments with you, Nate, too. Theo, do you want to share a little bit about how people can stay in touch with you?
I think we may need to unmute him, Teresa. He might not be able.
That's me. That was me. Thanks. So yeah, this is my little link tree. I've got my music as Entheo. I have ambient music. I've got, the acoustic stuff that you heard. I'm a professional mixing and production producer. So I produce other artists. So if you're an artist or you know someone who needs a song mixed or a song produced, you can send them to that link and they can book a call with me. I love producing other artists, conscious artists, and bringing their magic out into the world in a good way. And then I have Sky Full of Stars actually comes out next Friday. It's not out quite yet, but if you go to my Patreon page and you sign up to be a subscriber, you can it's out on my Patreon page right now. So you get like early releases and stuff like that. And I always post my new songs there first and little behind the scenes things. And yeah, just, sharing music in the best way I can and trying to spread this love and this awakening and also trying to live it myself. Doing my best to live up to the things that I sing, which isn't always easy to, walk the path, but we're doing it together, and these calls really light me up, and your presence is just so beautiful. So thank you again for having me.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Theo.
Yeah.
And Jennifer.
Yes. Thank you, Teresa. In fact, I don't know if it's possible, Teresa, could we put up the soulmeet.love one I just dropped in the chat?
Yes, right there. He's got it right next to it. Go ahead, Kaylin, if you'll switch over to the Soul Meet. There we go.
So I have a favor, tribe and community. One of my passions is human connection. My dream is that every human being has a deep, meaningful relationship with themselves, others, and their purpose. And one of the ways that we're doing this in scale in the world is helping people find their soulmate. This is a new beta version that we just launched of an algorithm we've been testing for about 4 years that about 75% of happy couples seem to match perfectly according to our algorithm. So if you are looking for a soulmate and you want to jump on here, it's totally free. You'll get a complimentary report of how you're motivated. And then we'll keep you posted if we find somebody who is, instead of a swipe mate, a soulmate for you. So really appreciate any passing this along, because it helps us to further validate if this is what people want in the world. Are people willing to answer 20 questions to find their soulmate? So thank you all for your help with that.
I love it, Jennifer. I'm so excited that this is launching. Oh my gosh. You guys just click that link and make sure you go and fill it out. It helps so much in these early days to have as many people do the survey. And I'm really excited about what's possible here, Jen.
Aw, thanks, Teresa. I love you guys, and I just love being a part of the Pulse. Thank you to the whole community here. We wouldn't be here without your listening and viewing us. So these shows are only as good as your listening and your presence. So your presence is what makes these extraordinary. Thank you to each of you.
Thank you, Jen. And now we're going to go and play the Imaginal Souls video. Besides the Global Coherence Pulse, we can come together not just on these once every, once a month, but we can be together, every week. We can be in a community together. And I just want to play this Imaginal Souls video so that you can get a feel of what it's like inside of the connection field. And then we'll go there. So if you'll play that video.
The world is in a transformation, the great turning. Systems are breaking down while solutions are breaking through. Humanity faces a choice: continue the cycle of division or awaken to unity, love, and coherence. Visionaries and change agents like you are being called to lead. This is not just a moment of transition. It's a metamorphosis. Do you feel called to contribute to humanity's awakening? Are you ready to join a powerful network of visionary change agents and co-create a thriving future? You are not alone. The Imaginal Souls Chrysalis is here to support you in stepping into your power as a leader and midwife of a unitive worldview. Inside the membership, you'll receive transformational practices, practical tools and teachings to embody unity in your life, work, and community. A global network of visionary changemakers amplifying their impact together. Empowerment to channel your unique gifts into meaningful action that ripples across the planet. Wisdom and learning to build a bridge between ancient wisdom and new science, to inspire humanity's transformation. The opportunity and timing is now. While the old paradigms are falling, a new era is calling you to rise. Step into your power as a leader, embody unity, and inspire global transformation. Answer the call. Join Imaginal Souls today and align with your highest purpose to co-create a thriving future. The time is now.
So if you go to the connectionfield.net, you'll find the Imaginal Souls, and you'll also find a free community access where you can stay connected anytime that you feel like you want to practice coherence, where you want to be with other people who are joining coherence. There's events happening every day. You can join for free. It's definitely here for you because we know it's so important now that we have community and that we can be together and we can practice together. And if you want to join the Imaginal Souls, if you feel like it's time for you to really step up, there's a beautiful program there. It's $33 a month. It's available to you. Julie Kroll is one of the main mentors. She's bringing in people from all around the world to support us. But the connection field is here for you, and it's part of our Global Coherence Pulse offerings. So thank you for sharing that. And then back to Jennifer and Nate and Theo. And maybe we can have some closing words from you guys. And then Theo, maybe you'll just play one last song to send us off. You know, we never can have enough music.
Yeah. Nate, do you want to start, my friend, with any closing thoughts?
Absolutely. What an amazing, blessed day that we get to have today together. Thank you once again, Jennifer. Thank you, Teresa. Theo, your music, I had not heard it before today. Oh my gosh. I'm like, I want all of it. All of it. My soulmate and I, which I've been blessed enough to find in this lifetime, we definitely have our playlists, and Theo is going on that now. So thank you so much. The last thing that I would like to mention is for everybody who is here and participated, please remember, stretch your lungs, breathe deeply every single day. You're a miracle walking. And I'm going to once again put into the chat my site where you can reach out to me and you can save me in your contacts. You can WhatsApp me. You can a one-on-one session with my team, but then also my GoFundMe, because I am in the middle of truly an amazing cancer research and reversal odyssey that is going to help a lot of people. So anybody that's called to donate or share the campaign, I sure appreciate that. And with that said, Jen, I love you. I'm just going to leave it at that. I love you. You are loved by so many people. You as I believe you're a projector in human design, right? Yeah, yeah. And you project love to the whole planet. It is much better with you. And it's an honor to be your friend. Thank you all for being here.
I love you, Nate, and I love Theo. I love Teresa. I love each and every one of you, Claire, the whole HeartMath team. And right before this, I was hearing a famous scientist speak. Dr. Larry Farewell, I think, has a book called The Science of Miracles. As we close today and move into a final song from Theo, I invite us all to reconnect to the miracle that it is that we all get to be together, to breathe, to be alive, to see, to taste, to experience life. Yes, there is soul school, and yes, sometimes we do go through greater hardships than we think our heart can handle. And yet we also have the experience of friendship, love, the taste of chocolate, and dance. And remember that the more pain we sometimes go through, the more light and miracles and joy also is waiting for us. On the other side of every great obstacle is a miracle waiting to be birthed. So I invite us to see the miracle in every obstacle that's currently before us. And Theo, I'll hand it over to you to say your final closing thoughts and then close us out with a song.
Thank you. Well, I don't know if I have many more words. I think I say everything I feel like I want to say, or most of what I need to say with my songs. And this is a wordy song. I'm going to play the one song, which is out on my Spotify. It's another oldie that I've released about 4 times, and it's recently just been re-released in this version that you're about to hear. And I'm so excited to share it with you. Nate, I think you're going to love it if this is your first time hearing it. And Teresa knows all the words, so if you know them, sing along, and let's have a party and celebrate this beautiful life that we get to live. This beautiful prayer. We are the seeds of the earth, in the midst of a rebirth. That's not the right people. We are the young and the old, and the story's not yet told. We've come from afar, beyond the stars, and we've come to celebrate everything we are. And so we pray for the end of slavery. We pray for the end of suffering. We pray for the end of all the fighting. Finally, finally, finally. I declare everyone, everywhere be set free from the fear and the pain and the shame we release. No longer prisoners in our very own minds. No longer struggling and fighting to survive. We revive to find the keys within our reach, and now we thrive. Sharing everything we need, we can be free from the poverty. There's no more need for scarcity. There's more than enough for you and me, just like the air we breathe. in and breathe out those stale emotions that just need some good old-fashioned composting. Yeah, break it back down into earth. 'Cause everybody here knows how to have a rebirth. You throw a seed in the mother fertile dirt and watch the life give life, give life, give life, give life, giving life. 'Cause there is only one event here, and it's clear. Once you can hear the one song, some call it the universe. We're all singing the one song. We're all singing the you and I verse. Some call it God, all that is, was, or will ever be. Whatever it is, I know that it's within you and me. So we're gonna party straight into infinity, so you can shout hip-hop, hooray, yee-haw, and wee! All at the same time, we shine in the divine mind, which makes all of your struggle and sorrow connected to mine. So bust open those judgments with patience. Pour some love and understanding into the painful places, 'cause we're healing it, yeah. We're gonna decompose our we're gonna rearrange and reintegrate every single way we live by synergizing new art, making sparks in the dark with the fire in our heart, bursting into who we are. Do you ever feel like you're about to collapse and explode? Well, that's the perfect curve of the divine ratio. So fold into the twinings and spiralings of a golden old yet fresh new moment, ready to love and behold you like a newborn baby in his grandpa's arms, in the light just arriving from a distant star. It's everywhere we are once we look, even in a simple complex melody and hook called the one song. Some call it the universe. We're all singing the one song. We're all singing the you and I verse. Well, here's the last verse, but it really just keeps on going. And the one thing that never ever stops flowing is awareness. Are you aware of it? It's never left, never will, always full and always still, and it's amazing. Eternally unchanging, holding every single thing we can possibly imagine in our experience, sinking just under the surface as we open these moments up, and dance as much as you can. Trust in the design, it's perfect like you and I. Dance as much as you can, trust in the divine, it's perfect like you and I. All we're saying is we can say yes. All we're saying is we can say yes to the one song. Say yes to the universe. Say yes to the one song. Say yes to the you and I verse. It's the one song. Some call it the universe. We're all singing the one song. We're all singing the you and I verse. Goes on and on and on. On and on and on and on and on. On and on and on and on and on. On and on and on and on and on and on and oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, ooh. It's still going. Still going. Still going. Listen to your heart. Love you all. That was fun. My guitar was out of tune, so I actually had to put it down and just dance with y'all. That was a great, happy accident.
Aw, that was magnificent. I
I'm
think
gonna I want to unmute everybody so we can just hear everyone. You guys can say goodbye. Thank you so much for being here today. We love you all. You can go ahead and unmute your lines. Lovely to see you all.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
so
Lovely to be
Bye,
here. Thank you,
guys.
everyone.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Goodbye.
everyone.
Love
Thank you for
you.
being here.
Namaste.
Wow.
Much love.
Thank you, Teresa and Nate.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
See
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you for the heart
Thank
massage.
you. Lovely.
Blowing
That
bubbles
was
for
so
goodness
nice. Oh
happiness.
goodness. Yes. So
Thank you,
fun. So fun.
thank you.
Thank you all. Happy
Thank you.
Smile.
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
All
Obrigada. Thank you.
together.